inhale when you're ready, lifting your way to a tabletop position, and we're going to pause here. Make sure the knees are right underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. You're going to reach your right fingers forward on an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to bring the right fingers to the ceiling, reach them all the way back, and then drop the hips back as if you were sitting into a child's pose. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale forward, reach the fingers. Exhale, sit the hips back and reach the fingers to the back of the mat. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale all the way up and back. Inhale, come back to neutral. From here, we're going to take right hand behind the head, so we're staying on the same side. On an inhale, right elbow up to the ceiling. On your exhale, elbow to elbow. So working on our thoracic mobility. Inhale, lift right elbow. Exhale, elbow to elbow. 1 more time. Inhale, open. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Inhale, sweep the right arm all the way up this time. On your exhale, thread right arm underneath the left. Land on right shoulder, right ear, right cheek. You can stay right here or extend your left leg out onto the ground. We are going to hold here for another 5 breaths. Just really trying to get into the back of the shoulder. And you may want to add the left arm into it. You can reach that left arm up and wrap the left arm behind the back, trying to come into a half bind. We hold for 3, 2, 1. Release left hand underneath left shoulder. Pause here for 1 breath. Inhale. Exhale to deepen the pose. Now pressing into that left palm, sweep your right arm back up. Inhale. On your exhale, right hand down to the mat. From here, moving super slow, the right leg that is underneath us, you're going to bring that right foot in, sit your hips back behind that right shin. So we're in our seated position. You may need a block here inside of the shin. If not, we're going to reach for the floor. Left arm to left shin or the block. Right arm reaches up on an inhale. On your exhale, right fingers all the way over your head. And let's begin to take our right hand behind the head. So just like we did in that tabletop position, on an inhale, you're going to lift the right elbow higher. On your exhale, you're going to bring right elbow down to left elbow. And just working through this range of motion. Inhale, we lift. Exhale, we twist. Again, inhale. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift it back up. We're going to hold this time. We pause for 3, 2, 1. Drop right forearm down to meet the left. From here, walk your way back up to a seated position. And we're going to take a twist in the opposite direction. So you're twisting towards the knee that's bent. Left hand to right knee. Right fingers behind the back. Inhale to sit tall. Exhale to twist. See if you can look over your right shoulder. 3 breaths. Last one. Inhale, unwind. If you do have a block in the way, just move it out of the way. We're going to roll back over that right shin into a tabletop position. Up and over, hands down, right toes back. From here, so keeping that left leg extended, the right toes are going to tuck under, left leg up and back to 3-legged dog. Inhale. On your exhale, shift it forward and lower to chaturanga. Inhale, drop the foot, upward dog. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. And then dropping those knees down again, meeting in our tabletop position, and we'll repeat the sequence on the other side. So left fingers start to reach forward. Really press down through the right hand so you can lift and create more space. On your exhale, shift the hips back, reach the fingers to the ceiling, and all the way back. 2 more rotations. Inhale, left fingers forward. Exhale, circle up and back. Keep going. Inhale, forward. Exhale, up and back. Inhale, make your way back to a neutral tabletop. Pausing here. Left hand is going to come behind the head. On an inhale, left elbow points up to the ceiling. On your exhale, drop elbow to elbow. Working that twist in the thoracic spine 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to elbow. You should be feeling this in the back body. It's subtle movements, but lots of work. Inhale, lift. Exhale, elbow to elbow. Next inhale, left arm swings all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, thread left arm underneath the right, landing on left shoulder and side of the face. Begin to extend your right leg out beside you. We want to make sure the right foot is in line with the left knee. And continue to press your torso back. So you're trying to stack right shoulder over left. If you're going for the bind, right hand is going to wrap behind the back as you stack those shoulders. 5 breaths here. And we'll slowly release our right hand from behind you. Place right hand under right shoulder. Left fingers are going to sweep up. Inhale. Exhale, drop it to the floor. Pause there. Again, from here, we're bringing that left shin underneath us and then sitting back behind the left leg. So once you arrive there, make sure the foot is connected to the right inner thigh. Right toes flex up and back. If you need your block, feel free to grab it and put it inside of the shin, just so you have a little bit more support. We'll take our right forearm down. Left fingers are going to sweep up. Inhale. On your exhale, reach the left hand all the way overhead. And as we're doing this, try to press that left knee down. So if it starts to float up, press it down and you'll feel more of a stretch in the side body. Now begin to take the left hand to the back of the head. On an inhale, we spiral the chest up. On your exhale, again, elbow to elbow, moving slow. Inhale, lift, elbow up. Exhale, elbow to elbow. 1 more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift your way back up. Pause there. We're going to hold. You can keep the hand overhead or reach it. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Drop left forearm down to meet the right. And then we'll make our way up to a seated position, walking the hands in. And we're twisting to the left side. So take right hand onto left knee, left hand behind the back. Inhale to sit taller. Exhale to twist and look over the back shoulder. 3 breaths. Inhale to neutralize the spine. And then if you have that block in the way, just move it off to the side. We're going to roll back over the shin. So hands plant down, roll over the left shin, coming into that tabletop position with the leg extended. From here, left toes tuck under, right leg swings all the way up and back. Inhale, 3-legged. On your exhale, shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, up and back, downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Cleansing breath out. Now starting to drop the knees down, we're going to come to kneeling and work on some back bends. So if you have knee sensitivity, you could always double up your mat or place a blanket or pillow under the knees. And then we'll meet up on the knees when you're ready. Toes will be tucked under. Right hand is going to come to the right low back. Left fingers are going to lift up. On an inhale, lift taller. On your exhale, press the hips forward with that right hand. Left fingers reach up and back. And we're just going to hold here and try to gaze down towards your right heel. Keep the navel towards the spine. Hold 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to neutral. Right arm sweeps up. On your exhale, left hand, left low back. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, press those hips forward. Look back over towards the left heel. Contain the belly in, protecting the low back for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, neutral spine, left arm up. We're going to take that variation again or go deeper this time, your choice. So either right hand to the low back or you're reaching towards the heel this time. We're lifting up and back through the chest as you press the pelvis forward, squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Holding here. Now use your core strength to lift. Inhale, engage. Lift back up. On your exhale, twist to the opposite side. So you can either take hand on the low back, if that's where you feel comfortable. If you would like to deepen that back bend, you're reaching the hand towards the heel. Press the hips forward, lift the chest up, and then lean back. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale back to neutral. On your exhale, what we're going to do is we're going to move dynamically. So you're bringing right hand to right heel or the low back. And then we're going to sit the hips back, come into a child's pose like you're swinging through it, and then switch sides. So either taking the hand to the heel or the low back, and right fingers up. And we're just moving side to side. So exhales to fold, inhales to lift. And just trying to coordinate this movement. Continue on with this flow, a few more cycles. So exhale, we fold into that child's pose. Inhale, we swing and lift, coming into the back bend. Exhale, release. Inhale to open the hips and the heart. Let's take 2 more side to side. Make sure your low back is protected. Keep the core strong the entire time. And finishing up your last cycle, side to side. And once you've completed that last cycle, we're going to meet in a child's pose. So untucking the toes, drop the hips back, hands forward, and forehead down. And just taking 5 breaths here to release any tension within that low back. Every inhale, feel like you're creating space. Every exhale, softening deeper down. And then on your next inhale, walk your hands in towards the knees. We're going to roll our way up to seated on the knees. From here, if this position is too intense, you could always take a block in between the feet and then sit on the block so you're propped a little bit higher. But if you are okay kneeling, we're going to hold here. And we're going to stretch through the tops of the feet. So hands are going to release on the thighs. Lean your way back. This might already be a stretch. If you would like to go further, lean back. See if you can float the knees up. Make sure those toes are pointed. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees back down. Inhale. We're going to do that one more time. Maybe adjust the feet if you need to. So make sure the feet are straight. We don't want the toes the heel rocking out to the side and the toes going in. You want it in one straight line. Once we arrive back in that position, lean on back, lift the chest higher, then float the knees if you can. If not, just stay grounded and feel the stretch in the ankles and the tops of the feet. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the knees down. Make your way into tabletop. We're going to tuck the toes under and then now stretch through the bottoms of the feet. This one does get quite intense, so if you need to back out at any point, feel free. Make sure all 10 toes are tucked under, even the pinky toe. Adjust with the fingers if you need to. And then once all 10 toes are tucked under, we're going to take the hands back onto the thighs. Try to stack shoulders over the hips. You might even have to lean forward because this one is pretty tight. If you can lean back, we're just going to start to lean slightly. So the more weight you bring back, the more of a stretch you'll feel in the bottoms of the feet, releasing all that fascia. We're here for 5. Deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, 1. And lean your way forward, hands back to the mat, untuck the toes, and tap the feet out. From here, swing the legs around to one side, sit onto your hip, and then lengthen the legs forward, coming into our staff pose. Toes will flex, arms will reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, drop the hands, drop the head. Coming into a nice passive fold here. If hamstrings are still pretty tight, you can soften the bend in the knees. And then next inhale, lift your gaze, reach the fingers, come all the way up. On your exhale, hands down through heart center. We're going to bend that right knee in and then step right foot over left, coming into a twist. Take right hand behind the back. Left arm is going to hug in that leg. Inhale to sit taller. Exhale to twist and look over the back shoulder. Next inhale, making your way back through center. Exhale, release both hands to the opposite side. Bow down. Inhale, lifting your way back up. Uncross that right leg and then shake it on out. And we'll take a fold in between to release. Inhale. Exhale, fold. This time keep the chest and chin lifted. Notice how the stretch changes. Create length within the spinal column. You might feel it more in the hamstrings, more in the low back. Wherever you're feeling it, just breathe into that tension and tightness. Next inhale, reach the fingers forward, come all the way up to seated. On your exhale, hands down through heart center. This time we bend that left knee in, cross left foot over the right, and then we're going to twist to our left side. So left hand behind the back, right arm hugs in the leg. Inhale to sit taller. Exhale to twist, look over the back shoulder. 3 breaths to release. Next inhale, making your way back through center. On your exhale, release both hands to the opposite side, bow down. Inhale to lift your way back up and pause there. Uncross that left leg and shake it out. Good work. From here, I'm going to take boat pose. Lean on back, float the legs up, whether it's bent or extended. Find your variation. Keep pressing the heart forward, lift the chin up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chin to chest. Carefully roll down through the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees come into the chest. Gently rock side to side, massaging your low back. And then making your way back through center. Arms are going to open up into a nice wide T shape. And we're just going to finish off with any twist that feels good for your body. We drop the legs over to the right side and then look over to the left fingers. So whether you want to take a simple twist, eagle twist, extended legs, find an option that feels best for you. And again, we have 5 breaths here, trying to stay grounded through the left shoulder. And see if you can gaze to the left fingers. And then on our next inhale, slowly lift the legs back through center, engage the core. Exhale, take the same twist to the other side. So we're dropping the legs over to the left as you look over to those right fingers. Try to stay grounded through the shoulder. And next inhale, we lift those legs back through center. And we're going to take an inversion here today. So I'll give you a few options. Option 1, reach arms and legs up to the ceiling. Option 2, bend into the knees, catch onto the outer edge of the feet, coming into happy baby. Option 3, we're going for a shoulder stand. Just make sure you have enough space behind you. You might need to move forward. If you are going for a shoulder stand, you're lifting those hips up nice and high. Hands come to the mid-back. Make sure the neck feels safe here. If it does not, please lower down to one of the first options. Squeeze the glutes, engage the core. Really press the shoulders down into the mat so you can lift higher. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. If you can, we're coming into plow pose. If not, lower all the way down. So slowly bring one foot down behind you. If the toes tap down, then you can bring the other foot down as well and release the hands. If the toes do not tap down, keep the hands onto the low back. Wherever you are, we have 5 more breaths. If you're in shoulder stand, if you're in plow pose, or if you're in a happy baby, hold for 3 more. And those of you in plow, slowly start to lift those legs back up. Hands are going to release to the floor. We lower down through the upper back, middle back, lower back, sacrum, and tailbone. From here, lower the legs all the way down, and we'll make our way into Shavasana. Palms facing upward, toes rolling off in either direction, and closing the eyes here. Allow the body to release, unwind, and soak in all the benefits of your practice this morning. Feel free to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you need. Once you are ready to come out of Shavasana, start to deepen your breath. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Slowly rotate through the wrists and ankles. Gently swaying the head from side to side, massaging the head on the back of the floor. And then when you are ready, zipping the legs together, pointing the toes. Next inhale, reach the arms all the way behind you to lengthen out. Exhale, let it go. Begin to bend the knees in, place the feet onto the mat, and then carefully rolling over onto your favorite side, making your way into the fetal position. And just taking a moment here to show appreciation for your practice. Thank yourself for taking an hour out of your busy schedule to slow down and focus on your physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Once you're ready, lifting all the way up to a seated position with the eyes closed if you can. We'll gather the hands in prayer, press the thumbs into the sternum, and then lift the heart up into the hands. Cleansing breath in, deep breath out. Once more, breathing in peace and releasing contentment. Have a lovely rest of your day. Namaste. Thank you. If you have any comments or questions, as always, feel free to let me know. If not, have a lovely day, and I will see you guys hopefully soon.